Hey there, Leslie Kimiko, your classroom dance teacher here, coming to you today from a sunny day on my farm in Oregon. I can't believe this weather. It's almost December, and I'm out here in just a cussbuck. Woohoo! I saw those temperatures up in Unalakleet. I hope you all are staying warm when you're playing out. So I'm taking advantage of this beautiful day to come outside and give you all some fun activities for helping you memorize your multiplication tables. Now, no doubt you've already done an excellent job trying to remember as many of those numbers as possible. But I don't know if you're like me. Sometimes I get to the point where my brain just feels full and I can't shove another fact in there without feeling like one is going to escape out the back. For me, that's always a great cue that it's time to get up and start moving and putting these things into activity. I'll get you started with a couple of rounds and your teacher can take over from there. So to begin, I'm going to call out two numbers. What is this times this? That's not a game, you say. That's just a pop quiz. How is this fun? Well, the movement part comes next. So I'm going to put two numbers up on the screen. Your two numbers to begin are 6 times 4. What is 6 times 4? Let's answer all together as a class. 1, 2, 3. I can't tell if you got it right or wrong. There's so many people talking at once. Guess what? Here's the fun part. It doesn't matter. Everybody stand up. We're going to have a repetitive movement. This one looks like this. Everybody start like this. And we're just going to say that multiplication table while we do the repetitive movement over and over again. And you have to say it while you do it so we can marry our fact to the back of our brain by putting it into movement. It goes like this. 6 times 4 is 24. 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 Faster. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 4 is 24. What is 6 times 4? 24. What is 6 times 4? 24. Yeah? You get the idea? All right, so here's our next one. What is 2 times 8? 2 times 8. Call it out all together. 1, 2, 3. Did we get it right? Teachers, did we get it right? If we did, yay! And if we didn't, yay! Everybody stand up. This is called the Cabbage Patch. Oh yeah. And now we say our times table. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 8 is what? 16. 2 times 8 is what? 16. Now, in case you're worried that you're going to have to memorize all of these multiplication tables and all of these dance steps, and I've just added one thing extra for you to memorize and your brain is already full and oh my gosh, don't worry. What you're doing is not as important as the fact that you are moving while you're learning, especially if that movement is repetitive and predictable. Yeah? Repetitive and predictable, whatever it might be. If it's just marching in place, or it's just circling your hands, but once you have everybody following, that's when you introduce the new times table. And you say it while you do it, because what this does, here's a note for teachers, is that it takes this information and helps us transfer it from the front of our brain where we store our short-term memory. This is where I try and remember where I found my keys or what the present tense of a verb is. And it helps us move that into the back of our brains where we store our muscle memory, our long-term memory. So that if I'm learning while I'm moving, the chances are whatever I'm learning has a better chance of sticking, it's more fun, my brain is engaged and active, and I might have a better chance remembering it for a long time. So let's take advantage of this movement and give us another times table. What is 3 times 5? 3 times 5. Everybody? Everybody up. Let's put it into movement. We've got it. Ready? 3 times 5 is 15. 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 Lean back. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 5 is what? 15. Now students, if you're only doing the activity and you're not saying the times table while you do it, you're not getting the most out of the exercise. The important part is that we're trying to take this fact and link it to the movement so that we can put those two together as a team and help get that information to the back of our brains. So that when it's time for the test and you have to remember what 3 times 5 is, you don't just remember this. Because this is not the right answer on the test. And this is great for a dance class, but this is a math class disguised as a dance class. Oh yeah. Let's try one more of these and then your teacher can take over from here. All right, what is 9 times 4? Up you go. Sorry, kitty. She wants to join. All right, so repetitive movement. Let's do this one. We're just going to walk around our desk or walk around the table. You can follow each other and follow the leader while we say the answer. By the way, what was it? 9 times 4 is 36. I think I heard it. You're so smart. All right, we're going to say it while we walk around the desk. Here we go. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 4 is 36. Keep it going. 36. 9 times 4 is 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 36. The cat is really excited. What's 9 times 4? 36. All right, I think you've got the hang of this and you're ready to keep playing on your own. Here's some last minute tips to make sure this activity is successful and exciting for all of your students. 1, make sure that you're varying your movement choices. Always using the same type of movement over and over and over again is kind of like typing in all caps. It might be successful for emphasis for a while, but then the power wears off and it just gets tedious. Don't be afraid, teachers, to ask your students for help in suggesting different types of repetitive movements to select. I'm sure your class can come up with a lot of different variations. Here's some tips for creating variation. Think about changing where you are in the room. Change your level. Some things at a high level, you can take them down low. Change your body part. Maybe you use your arm for one of the movements. Maybe you use your leg for something else, or your head. Change your size. Some really big movements can be punctuated by some really small movements. Change your speed. All of these things can help you create variations for repetitive movements. Remember to say while you play, so students, make sure you're saying the times table along with the movements to get the most out of the activity. And lastly, be sure you're doing these often enough that your muscle memory can kick in. So just saying it 3 or 4 times probably isn't going to cut it. Keep doing that movement and saying the times table at least, I'm going to say at least 10 times to really make sure that you've gotten that into your muscle memory so that it helps you on your tests in the future. All right, I hope this helps. I've had a lot of fun dancing with you all today. This is Leslie Kimiko, your classroom dance teacher, and I look forward to moving with you all again real soon. And in the meantime, happy dancing!